Is Grogu the chosen one? If this theory is correct, Grogu could in fact be the chosen one of Mandalore, the Mandalorian Messiah,
Marvel Jesus,
or the chosen one to truly bring balance to the Force. Now, there are a lot of similarities between Anakin Skywalker and Grogu. Much like Anakin, Grogu was introduced as a Force-sensitive child with a very unique power. And he was also found by a maverick member of an ancient order in order to fill the daddy role. They pretty much have like the same age, which is around about 50 years when we get introduced to Grogu in The Mandalorian. If I'm not mistaken, by time that all this would have happened and Darth Vader hadn't died, he would be about 50 years old now. They essentially both grew up around the Jedi Temple. Well, Anakin grew older in the Jedi Temple, but technically because Grogu's about 50, he probably spent about the same amount of time, if not more time in the Jedi Temple than Anakin. So far in the canon storyline, they both don't have fathers.
Daddy wasn't there.
Although I believe Anakin's is this guy.
Good.
And I believe Grogu's is this guy.
Yes.
But that was all in a previous video. Actually, it seems like at the moment the only difference they have is that Anakin lost his found father, Qui-Gon Jinn, while Grogu still has his daddy, Din Djarin. George Lucas always said that Star Wars is like poetry and that it rhymes.
It's like poetry, so if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one. Hopefully it'll work.
See? And this would be a fascinating approach. Through Grogu, viewers would get a sense of what the Chosen One could have been if Qui-Gon Jinn had not died. Lucas's plan for the Chosen One and his children were always influenced by Joseph Campbell's hero's journey. He wasn't exactly subtle about this either. One of the stages in Campbell's hero's journey is the approach into the inmost cave, in which a hero must face their fears and doubts, just like Luke Skywalker did in Empire Strikes Back when he goes into the cave and faces his father. However, Grogu's story follows a similar kind of pattern, with a call to adventure that he first refuses, choosing to return to the Jedi rather than staying with Din Djarin. Before embracing the mentor he needs, the Caves of Mandalore could serve as the same purpose as the Dagobah Caves in Empire Strikes Back, forcing Grogu to come out of his comfort zone into the deepest depth of his trauma. This could possibly explain why the shots of the cave was followed by flashbacks of Order 66 in The Mandalorian Season 3. This theory could also explain the fact that Anakin wasn't the Chosen One because he turned to the dark side, and essentially made things worse for everybody, for a very long time. It could also mention to the point of why Yoda and Mace Windu were so against putting Anakin on the Jedi Council and refusing to call him the Chosen One. Did they know about Grogu?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure for certain that Yoda definitely knew about him because I know that that man is his father. And Mace Windu was so powerful, it just seems like something he would know. But now onto the Chosen One of Mandalore. Is Grogu destined to restore the fortunes of Mandalore, ushering in a new age? His power in the Force could be the key to achieving this destiny, because his primary Force ability appears to be the power to establish bonds with animals. We've seen this quite a few different times. We've seen it with the Rhino thing in Season 1, and a lot more recently with the Raging Rancor in the Book of Boba Fett. This could possibly mean that we could see Grogu riding the Great Mythosaur as the story of The Mandalorian continues into the movies. That's right, if you didn't know by now, they're bringing out a Mandalorian and Grogu movie. I think it is set to come out about next year. There have actually been rumours of scenes set in the mines of Mandalore, and they lead to the awakening of such a mythosaur. Kinda like what we saw in Season 3, when Din Djarin was going down through the water and we saw the mythosaur, and it had some type of connection with Grogu. This would be such an amazing event for Legends fans and canon fans alike, because the mythosaurs were so large that they could destroy entire cities, and I think the fact of like something just as small as Grogu being able to control it is just awesome. But what do you guys think? Do you think Grogu is the Chosen One? Do you think he's the Chosen One of Mandalore? All of the above? Or none of the above? Was Anakin the Chosen One this whole time? Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.